Hello, children. So, I am waiting for your answers, but none of you have posted your work. I told you to solve example problems from pair of linear equations in two variables as well as exercise 4.1. How much ever you can do, you can solve and then post me. And none of you have done it. Pranav, Harshita, yeah, please make a note that whenever a work is given, try to finish it on the same day. Venkat Sai, waiting for your physics paper, not at posted. Right. Now let me solve so I'm picking up three different problems from exercise 4.1. I think most of you can do this. One or two may have doubts in this. So therefore I'm picking like one question from each model. So now let's see the third one. Neha went to a sale to purchase some pants and skirts. Okay, so here we have two variables, pants and skirts. We don't know how many pants and how many skirts it is. When her friend asked her how many of each she had bought, she answered, the number of skirts are two less than twice the number of pants purchased. Now, the question is find the number of skirts if 4 less than 4 times the number of pants purchased. Right? So if the number of skirts is 4 less than 4 times number of pants purchased. So now our job is to find out number of pants and skirts. Help a friend to find how many pants and skirts Neha bought. So what's the question here? Here the question is that Neha bought some pants and skirts. So let us assume that number of pants be X, number of skirts be Y. And what's our job? Very simple. To find out the relation between X and Y. And what is given here? Number of pants is, the number of skirts are 2 less than the number of pants purchased. So therefore the number of skirts, if we take it as X, then number of pants, let us take it as Y. Right, so then number of skirts is equal to 2 less than twice the number of pants. 2 less than twice the number of pants. Okay, so now in either manner, if you take it as X or Y or X, depending on like what you have taken, so the question changes. Right, so now here let us imagine that number of pants be X, number of skirts be Y. Our job is to find out number of skirts, is it not? We will write the equation in terms of Y. Y is equal to twice the number of pants. Number of pants Y, X, number of pants X. Okay, and then it is twice the X means 2X is 2 less than twice. So therefore 2X minus 2 is the first condition. Now the second condition is number of skirts in the second status. In the first status though it is 2 less than twice. In the second condition it is 4 less than 4 times the number of pants. So number of pants is X, number of skirts is Y. So therefore here you are taking it as X comma Y. So write the equations in the table. Y is equal to 2X minus 2. Y is equal to 4X minus 4. Right, now take X different value. Suppose if I take X is equal to 0, that means so number of pants is 0, that means she didn't purchase any pants. So Y is equal to minus 2, that is number of skirts is minus 2. Negative cannot be possible, but we are solving the equation, just keep that in mind. 0 comma minus 2, and now here also I'll take it as 0. Now here Y will become, so when X is 0, Y is equal to minus 4. So you got it to be 0 comma minus 4 are the coordinates. Now let me take X is equal to 1. Means if she bought one pant, so number of skirts will be, so now here it is 1, 2 into 1, 2 minus 2 is 0. So it is 0. So 1 comma 0. Now the second one, here also 1. And now here 4 into 1 is 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So you got the Y value to be 0. So what is the value? 1 comma 0. Now you can see that x and y are same in both. That means here we want such a solution, right, which can satisfy both the equations. That is the solution of the equations, isn't it? So you have got this 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0 as a solution to the given equations. That means both the lines will intersect at 1 comma 0 condition. Right, suppose for chance, let us see x is equal to 2. What will become y? 4 minus 2 is 2. It is 2 comma 2. Okay, now x is equal to 2 here. 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. So it is 2 comma 4. Right, so if you just look at what the values we got, it is this particular case, that is 1 comma 0. This particular condition is giving you the solution to the equations, right? So therefore 1 comma 0. Therefore what is the answer? So number of pants. So therefore she purchased 1 pant. She purchased 1 pant and 0 skirts. And 0 skirts. That means she didn't purchase any skirt. She purchased only 1 pant. So this is how the solution you have to determine. So just take a screenshot of this. So this is x here. And this is y. So suppose if you take it as y and x, then the equation will change. Right? Whichever variables you are taking, based on that variables only, you apply the condition. Take a screenshot of this. So let me move on to the next problem. Right, 5 pencils, fifth one I am taking. 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost 50. Very clear. We don't know the cost of each pencil. Cost of each pen also we don't know, but the total cost we know. That means suppose if you take the cost of pencils to be x, 5x. Cost of pens to be y, 7y. 5x plus 7y is 50. Whereas second condition is 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. Now we have to find out the cost of the one pencil and that of one pen. That means like we have to find out the cost of each pencil and each pen. Okay, right. So now how to solve it? Write the equations and then find out the solution for that. So now the equations are, suppose if let the cost of the pencils be x, let the cost of pens be y. That means each pencil is x, each pen is y. Right. So now I will just strike off s here. Cost of each pencil. I am writing here it as each pencil and each pen. So how many pencils are bought in first condition? 5 pencils. So 5x plus 7y is equal to 50. In the second condition it is 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. Now here y is not directly written here. So we need to find out y here in the first equation. Y will become, see, 7y is equal to 50 minus 5x. Y is divided by 7. So 50 minus 5x by 7. In the second condition you will be getting y is equal to 46 minus 7x by 5. So here this is how it is. See, while solving such problems where you have to substitute and find, if it is me, I would do it like this. I will do some rough work in order to find out the solution for x and y. Not by this method, but by solving both the equations, I will find x and y first. So that I will know how to extract the answer for x and y and then fill the table for the respective values. Okay. So let me do my rough work here. So I am doing my rough work here. Right. So it is easy if you first find out x and y values. Therefore, you can give the corresponding x and y values along with the other x, y values. Right. Here the solution is unique, that we can say. So before we reach to the solution by trial and error method, giving different values, sometimes we may reach or sometimes we may not reach. If it is a graphical problem, then you can plot the graph and show it. But if it is a theoretical problem, you have to keep on substituting the values until you get the answer. So what is the smart way of doing? First solve the equations and then find out the x and y's, and thus you use that particular x value so that you will be getting that respective y value here. Okay children, did you get that? I'll show you how to do it. So now let me take the first one is 5x plus 7y is equal to 50. So let me multiply this with 7 here. So that 7 5s are 35x plus 7 7s are 49y, which is equal to 7 5s are 35, that is 350. So I got one equation here. And now my second equation, if I observe 7x 5y is equal to 46. I will multiply with 5 so that I will get 35x. I can eliminate that one, is it not? So second equation, this is 1 into 7 is equal to this. Now 2 into 5 is equal to 2 into 5, that is 7 5s are 35x. 5 5s are 25y. Now 5 46 are 5 6 are 30. 5 4s are 20, that is 230, right? 230 we got it, right? So now solve this. So elimination. So you can eliminate this one. Now we are left with 49y minus 25y. So 9 minus 5, 4. So 24y, which is equal to now 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 120. So y is equal to, you got it to be here. So 120 by 24. 6 4s are 6 2s are 20. 20 by 4 is 5. So I got y value to be 5 here. So what did I get y value to be? 5. And now let me substitute this y value in this equation so that I will get x. Okay, I am substituting this y. This is all rough work because I should know where and how I have to show the solution to the examiner, isn't it? So let me substitute y here. Y is 5, that is 35. So 5x. So my equation will be now 5x plus 35 is equal to 50. So that is 5x is equal to 50 minus 35 is 15, or x is equal to 5 3s are 15. So children, now I know what is the solution, and that means the cost of each pencil is 3 rupees and cost of each pen is 5 rupees. But this is not the method what the examiner is expecting from us, right? This is not the method what the examiner is expecting from us, but the other way around, whatever is shown right now to us, like finding the different values and then showing it. Because why I am saying is, directly if it is only a question to be asked, solve the two and then find, this is okay. But when two equations are given and you have to show differences, plot the graph also. Suppose if you have to plot the graph also, we need different values of x and y so that we can plot the graph for both the equations, right? So thus, what is the best method? Do a rough work like this and find out the x and y values, absolute x value at least, so that you will be getting a corresponding y value. So this is the solution. This is a unique solution for these two equations, right? Now let us see, let us substitute here and we will see what we are going to get the solutions. Now I must definitely do for x is equal to 3. So now I will start from x is equal to 1. Okay, I am taking my x value to be 1 here. Now what is y? 50 minus 5 ones are 5. 50 minus 5 is 45. Right, 45 by 7. So my value here is 45 by 7. I am leaving it like that. So now this is what are the coordinate points? 1 comma 45 by 7. Now if I take x is equal to 2, right? So 5 2s are 10. 50 minus 10 is 40. 40 by 7. So this is 2 comma 40 by 7. So now third one, x is equal to 3, I am going to substitute. 3 5s are 15. 50 minus 15 is 35. 35 by 7, 7 5s are. So I got my y value to be 5. So 3 comma 5. Okay, so now let me substitute here. X is equal to 1. So what is y? 46 minus 7 is 39 by 5. So I leave it like that, 39 by 5. So 1 comma 39 by 5. Right, the second one, 2. Now 7 2s are 14. 14 if I subtract from 46, I will be getting 2 here and 3. 32 by 5. and this is 2 comma 32 by 5. So when you are plotting, if the problem is of plotting the graph, you take the decimal values and take the approximate values, right? And then next, the other one is when you are taking x is equal to 3, my y will become 3 7s are 21, 46 minus 21 is 35. So I'm sorry, 46, 25, right? So it is 25 by 5, which is 5. So I got it to be 3 comma 5. So it's easy now for us. Like so, this is the one which is giving us the unique values. That means when x is equal to 3, you got y to be equal to 5 in both the cases. So therefore, this is the solution of the equation. So therefore, what is the cost? How are you going to write the conclusions? Therefore, cost of pencil is rupees 3 and cost of a pen is rupees 5. So this is the answer for the question. So take a screenshot of this. And what is the best way? The best way here is that first of all find out the values so that you know which values you have to. If not, you will be skipping some values, you will be finding randomly, and it will be difficult for you to reach to this conclusion, right? So take a screenshot of this. Right, let me go with the 7th problem now. This is the last one for today. So here he gave us an equation. We have a linear equation. Now he is asking to find out all 3 condition equations. One is the one which can have another one line which intersects with this. That is one equation he is asking us to find. And write one more equation which can be parallel to this. And write one more equation which is almost like, what do we say, dependent equation, or what we say is collinear equation for this one. So how to solve this one? So we will take the equation and then we will apply the conditions. What are the conditions for 2 equations to be intersecting? A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2 is the condition for non-intersecting, for intersecting line. And A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2 for parallel lines, right? And equation for like line to be A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2 is collinear line. So randomly you can write the equation satisfying these conditions. 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0 is a given linear equation. This is how you have to write. Now equation for intersecting line is, now condition is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That means at any cost you have to take, if A1, if you are taking A2 to be something a multiple of 2, right? Suppose 4, right? So then that should not be equal to B1 by B2. So randomly we will pick up the equation, right? So suppose if I take A1 by A2 is equal to, right, 2 by 3, suppose, right? And then my B1 by B2 should be equal to, should not be equal to at any cost 2 by 3, right? So I can write it as 3 by 5, right? These two are not equal, yes or no, right? So now I know A1 and B1 values. Now A2, B2 values are 3 and 5. So it's up to us, like 3x plus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0, because there is no condition given for constant in case of intersecting lines. So therefore I can take anything here. So 3x plus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 is the equation which is an intersecting line to this particular given equation. Clear, children? So what did I do? I just have taken A1, A2, A1 and B1 which are given, and I have chosen A2 and B2 in such a manner that A1 by A2 should not be equal to B1 by B2. Right? Done. So thus this is equation. So I may get one equation, you may get another one. Suppose if I take it as 2 by 5 here, it can be 3 by 2 here. So not an issue. The problem here is that you should have another equation in such a manner that this condition is satisfied, that is A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2 must be satisfied. Now equation for parallel line. Now what is the condition? They both should be equal. So my A1 is 2 by, suppose if I am taking it to be like 2 by 4. Okay, I am taking it to be 2 by 4. right, must be equal to, what is my b1? So b1 given here is 3, right? So 3. Now what is that? 2 by 4 means it is 1 by 2. So I must get here also equivalent ratio, 3 by 6. So here 2 times, here also 2 times. So therefore 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So this condition is satisfied. Is it enough? No. They should never be equal to C1 by C2. What is C1? 3 is, what is C1? C1 is minus 8. C1 is minus 8. So you may take plus 8 also here. So not an issue, right? So this should not be equal to, C1 being minus 8. C1 being minus 8. So I will write it as something like 9. Or I can write even plus 8, not an issue, right? So now here I got the condition to be, now this is my A2, B2 and C2. So what is the equation? 4x plus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0. So this is the one which is going to be parallel to this particular given equation. Clear, children? I didn't do anything. No magic here. No difficulty at all. No solving at all. So just only randomly pick the value so that these conditions are satisfied. Okay, now equation for thing. So now I'll take the same. It will be easy for you to compare. Now 2 by 4 which is equal to 3 by 6. Now my condition is it should be equal. Minus 8. Absolutely it must be equal to minus 16 in order to get minus minus cancel, and it is 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. This is also 1 by 2. So then now what is the equation? Now my equation is 4x plus 6y minus 16 is equal to 0 is the one which is collinear to the given equation. Clear, children? So this is how you have to solve the problems if at all given. So almost I think I have covered all the different models. Now it is up to, like your job to complete the exercise and post me your doubts so that I can clarify in the next video. So take a screenshot of this. So see you again.